Imagine spending your first semester of college abroad. Well, that's exactly what I did. My name is Dane DeLon, and this is my NUin adventure. After receiving my admission on March 21st, I wasn't sure what to think of my acceptance. I was happy to be accepted, but still couldn't decide which college to go to. After much time, reflection, and thought with my family, I decided to attend Northeastern University literally 2 hours before the deadline. I knew within the NUin program and having the opportunity to study abroad, I could become more independent, open-minded, build new relationships, and obtain multiple worldviews of people and the culture the city of Melbourne possesses. After finally graduating mid-May, I tried to enjoy my short summer as best as I could. My family and I went to New York City and Europe, staying in London and Paris for 2 weeks. During my time in Europe, I took selfies with the Mona Lisa, watched the changing of the royal guards, walked through Westminster Abbey, and toured the Palace of Versailles. Finally, with summer coming to a close, I said goodbye to my friends and family, and funnily enough, decided to go as far away from them as possible and spend the next 4 months of my life in the wonderful city of Melbourne. After what seemed like an entire lifetime of being cooped up on a plane when we landed in Melbourne, arriving at Swinburne for the first time felt so surreal, as I could not believe I finally made it to Australia, only being able to dream about it 4 months prior. Within the first week, I was able to make my best friends from Northeastern, while also making many Australian friends too. However, the first month was a little rough, with having to adjust being on my own for the first time in my entire life. I had to cook my own food, which consists much more than just ramen, which I thought I would never be able to accomplish. Some of the dishes I created included kangaroo, which is surprisingly good, burgers, chicken, and fried rice. I consider myself a food connoisseur after all the cooking I've done in Australia. Being independent means I also had to wash my own clothes, so the first time ever in my life, I washed my own clothes, and I must say, having my parents do that for me made life much easier. Living in Melbourne these past 4 months has taught me so much, and I've become so much more open-minded, trying to appreciate Australia and the Aussie culture as much as I can. I helped volunteer for a walk in the park for Parkinson's, which was a wonderful event raising awareness for Parkinson's disease. I had the chance to experience and accept Aussie culture, joining in an Aussie-style barbecue where I ate sausage sizzlers, attending footy games, which are so much fun to watch, going to the Victoria night market, sneaker con, and enjoying the Melbourne nightlife. For mid-semester break, my best friends and I enjoyed a holiday in New Zealand. Let me just say, New Zealand was by far one of the most serene and beautiful places I have ever been to. The people there are so nice and really respect their culture and the beauty that their country has. Despite all the driving that occurred, I can say it was well worth it. The cities of Christchurch and Queenstown were an awesome experience, having so much to offer. I was able to do a 134-meter bungee jump, which was by far the scariest thing I have done in my life, and jumping out of a plane from 15,000 feet. My time in New Zealand was unreal, as I was able to meet so many people, be a part of New Zealand culture, and be in some of the most breathtaking places in the world. Overall, my time in Melbourne and Australia has been nothing but amazing. I'm so glad I took this opportunity to travel so far away from my friends and family for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Taking this chance may seem scary. I can assure you that it will be the best decision of your life to be a part of the NUin program, wherever that may be. I've learned so much from these past 4 months. I know I will be going back home as a better person in many ways I never thought that would be possible. Melbourne will forever be my home away from home, and I cannot wait to come back and visit the land down under again.